What is fruit? Fruits are the reproductive organ produced by flowering plants that contain seeds. So a fruit is basically an enlarged ovary that develops after the flower has been pollinated. There are two common types of fruit classification. First is fleshy fruits. Seeds are dispersed by animals that eat the fruit and then excrete the seeds out. Fleshy fruits are classified into several types. First is drupes. It is a fleshy fruit that has one seed surrounded by a bony endocarp or the inner wall of pericarp, which is sweet and juicy. For example is peaches. Number 2 is berries. Berries on the other hand have several seeds with a fleshy pericarp. For example, tomatoes. Third is pomes. Pomes has many seeds with fleshy tissue surrounding the pericarp that is sweet and juicy. For example, apples. 4 is hesperidia or pepos. Both the hesperidium and pepo fleshy fruits have a leathery rinds. For example of hesperidium is lemons, while example of pepos is cucumber. The second types of classification of fruits. These are dry fruits. Dry fruits are classified into categories such as follicles. Follicles are pod-like fruits that contain many seeds. For example is milkweed pods. Number 2 is legumes. Are pod-like as well but open along two sides, releasing several seeds. For example, peanuts. So number 3 is capsules. Capsules are plants that produce capsules which are notable by opening 3 or more lines at the top of the fruit to release their seeds. For example is lilies. Number 4 is achens. Achens have a single seed fairly loosely held within except for one small mirage called funiculus. For example is sunflower seeds. Number 5 is nuts. Nuts are similar to the achen except their pericarp are hard, fibrous, and composed of a compound ovary. For example is hazelnut. Number 6 is samaras. Elm trees produce samaras which are modified achen that have flattened wing portion of the pericarp. Number 7 is schizocarps. Maple trees produce wing as well, but it is referred to as schizocarp as it composed of two parts of lattice split into single-seeded portion. So lastly is caryopsis. It has a single seed wherein the seed coat is adhered to pericarp. For example is wheat.
Fruits and vegetables contain important vitamins, minerals, and plant chemicals. They also contain fiber. There are many varieties of fruit and vegetables available and many ways to prepare, cook, and serve them. A diet high in fruit and vegetables can help protect you against cancer, diabetes, and heart disease.
Before we continue to the classifications of vegetables, let us first determine what is vegetable. Unlike fruit, which are derived from flowers, vegetables cannot easily be defined. Vegetables are derived from many different parts of plants. Some are actually fruits, others are buds, leaves, stems, roots, or storage organs. Where the vegetables come from on the plant affects how well it stores and many of its sensory qualities. Vegetables can be generally grouped into 3 categories. First, bulbs, roots, and tubers. Second, flowers, buds, stems, and leaves. Third, fruit, seeds, and buds. For today's topic, we will be talking about the 9 categories of classification of vegetables. Number 1. Brassica. Brassica or cabbage family consists of vegetables used for their head, leaves, and flowers. These are mostly available in winter and hence are mostly used in broths and braised dishes to accompany meats. Examples: cabbage, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and bok choy. Second category will be fruit vegetables. These are the fruits of flowering plants. They also contain seeds. Ibig sabihin, ito yung mga bunga. Examples: tomato, avocado, brinjal, and pepper. The third category will be gourds and squashes. These are available both during summers and winters. The gourds are classified into summers, squashes, and winter gourds. There are over 750 varieties of gourds available, and they are grown around the world. The long trailing veins of a complex root system bears this vegetable, adorned by large leaves and attractive flowers. The flowers are also used extensively in modern cookery. Example, bottle gourd, butternut squash, and ridge gourd. Third category will be greens. The term greens is usually referred to vegetables which are leafy and eaten cooked, with the exception of lettuce. Most of the greens are mildly spiced and slightly strong in flavors. Examples are spinach, watercress, and radicchio. For the fifth category, we have here fungus. Although not a real vegetable, fungus is a plant that has no seed, stem, or flower and usually reduces from the spores. It is commonly known as mushrooms and usually has a stalk covered with an umbrella. One must be careful in selecting a mushroom, as not all varieties are edible and some can cause poisoning and can be fatal. For examples are button mushroom, shiitake, portabella, and porcini. Next, we have here roots and tubers. Roots and tubers are interchangeable words. However, scientifically speaking, tubers are fat underground stems while roots are the single bulbs which extend into the ground, which supplies the plant with nutrients. The tubers would be more starchy. For example, of root vegetables are carrots, radish, and onions. And for the tubers, we have here potatoes, Jerusalem artichoke, and colocasia. Seventh category, we have here pods and seeds. Some vegetables contain seeds enclosed in a pod. In some cases, only seeds are eaten, like in the case of peas, corn, and pulses. In some cases, the plant is eaten as whole, such as okra, snap peas, and French beans. The pods and seeds contain the highest source of proteins and carbohydrates. For example are green peas, okra, snap peas, and pulses. For second to the last category will be stems. Also known as stalk vegetables, they have the highest percentage of cellulose fiber and are usually eaten when they are young and tender. For example, celery and rhubarb. For the last category, we have here baby vegetables. This is a very modern classification of vegetables that include vegetables which are either created with hybrid varieties or are picked up before maturity. These vegetables are rarely peeled as they are quite attractive and one would not like to lose the appeal. For example, tiny turnips, baby cauliflower, baby carrots, and baby squashes.
Identify the nutrient content of different fruits and vegetables. Vegetables are commonly water. They also contain carbohydrates, dietary fiber, protein, and many vitamins and nutrients that are important for human health. Vegetables are commonly water. Examples of vegetables that commonly water are lettuce, cucumber, and leafy vegetables contains about 95% of water, so only 5% of their mass is dry matter. Hard vegetables like carrots and pumpkin have around 15% dry matter. Sweet potato are close to 20% dry matter. And cassava is the one of the most highest at 35 to 45 dry matter. Carbohydrates. After water, the next important component of vegetables is carbohydrates. Carbohydrate can be represented as starch, sugar, and dietary fiber. Starch is mainly found in storage organs like potatoes, sweet potatoes. And also, it needs to be broken down into sugar in order to provide energy to cell. Other component like protein is also found in vegetables, all true in small amount. Brassica vegetables and legumes, peas and beans is generally the most protein sources or have a 3 to 5% protein. Other component includes in vitamins, minerals, phenolic compounds, botanyls, and antioxidants. Those are the components that involves in many of the healthy benefits demonstrated for diet rich in vegetables. Yun nga, karamihan ng mga tao or mga nagda-diet is mapanatili nila kanilang diet sa pamamagitan ng pagkain ng mga iba't ibang klase ng gulay. Beta-carotene found in carrots but also sweet potatoes, pumpkin, and many leafy green. Those vegetables benefits in healthy skin, eye health, and improve immune system. Yun nga po, karamihan din sa atin ng mga kabataan, dati nung mga bata tayo, sabi sa atin ng mga magulang natin, kapag kumain tayo ng pumpkin or mas kilala sa tawag na kalabasa, lilinaw ang ating mga mata. Tapos, kapag kumain naman po tayo ng mga carrots, is gaganda yung mga skin natin or yung mga cookies natin. Sulfur compounds found in basilicas and onions have been associated with reduced risk of certain cancer, as has lycopene responsible for the red color of tomatoes. Those are the nutrient content of vegetables. Composition of fruits. The composition of fruit is a matter of considerable for on its food values of the fruits depends. To a certain extent, the composition of all fruits is the same, but the varieties of this food differ in their food values almost as great as do vegetables. Small quantities of protein and fat are contained in fruit that very little attention need to given to those substances. All of the fruits are very important, especially their compositions. The compositions of these fruits are the same, but there are some similarities like same fruits that have a small quantity or protein and fat. The only exception of those fruits are avocados or the alligator pears, and in ripe olive because both of them are high in fat. There are fruits that high in fat, there are fruits that high in protein, and many more. All fruits are rich in vitamins, and even they have difference in terms of vitamins that can given still their composition is very important. 75 to 90% average of water. Water-soluble substance, sugar, salt, acid, water, soluble pigment, and vitamins. Fat-soluble substance, fat, minerals, fat-soluble, vitamins, carbohydrates, 10 to 25% on average, sugar, starches, and xylulose. Protein, 0.6 to 2% on average, except for certain fruits, avocados at 15%. Mineral loss, vitamins, ascorbic acid, citrus fruits, strawberries, cantaloupe. Beta-carotene, yellow fruits, apricot, cantaloupe. Folic acid, citrus, kiwi, and also strawberries. Those are the nutrients contained of fruits.
Good day to everyone! My name is Stephanie D. Del Rosario from Vitalad 1A, and my topic is all about prepare nutritious fruits, vegetable, dish, and meal. So what is purchasing? Purchasing is an act of buying goods and services usually from different places of sale of food item, usually open market, supermarket, or grocery, according to the needs of the number of people in the family and money at hand. And most of all, you need to be careful when you buy or choose a food, and it should be nutritious so that we can prepare it our table, we will strong and healthy. Second one is tips for buying fruits and vegetables. Between selection, purchase, and preparation, there is a lot to consider when buying fresh produce. This guide will show you to the food safety hazard to avoid and the tips and tricks that can make your produce selection more nutritious and most cost-effective. From supermarket shelf to your kitchen counter, this is types of food safety first top tips for buying fruits and vegetables. For the tips of buying fruits and vegetables, don't buy produce that is browsed or damaged. It's a great place for bacteria to hide and spread rapidly to the rest of the fruits and vegetables. Furthermore, damaged produce is less nutritious and less tasty. Second is, before selecting, give produce a light squeeze. If it is a reef, it should give a bit under pressure. No fruit, except apples, should be rock hard. Fruits such as pears, bananas, and avocados continue to soften after picking if left at room temperature. Third is, smell your fruit. A sweeter fragrance indicates ripeness in your fruit. Fourth, choose smaller pieces of fruits. Smaller fruit is typically sweeter. Fifth is, choose vibrant, colorful produce. Select a diverse range of colorful produce. Different color fruits and vegetables contain different phytochemicals that have varying nutritional benefits. Sixth is, buy produce seasonally. Not all fresh produce grows year-round. To self-sustain produce in its off-season incurs a significant shipping expense on retailers, which is transferred onto the price of the food. Fruits and vegetables that are in season are both better quality and less expensive. 7. Choose chill food. When buying fresh cut fruits and vegetables, choose items that are refrigerated or surrounded by ice. It is important that fruits or vegetables that have already been half or often in some way are stored and displayed in a chilled environment. For 8 is, compare the price check. The difference in price between loose produce and prepackaged produce. Choosing loose single unit produce is often better value for money compared to prepackaged options. Selecting the goods yourself also allows you to select better quality fruits and vegetables. For number 9 is, don't be afraid of canned fruits and vegetables. Although they often contain a higher sodium content than fresh and frozen goods, the nutritional values of canned produce is mostly the same. If good fresh produce is not available, consider canned varieties and OPT for products that are sodium reduced. For number 10 is, separate your fresh fruits and vegetables from your meat, poultry, and seafood. In the shopping trolley and when bagging, make sure you separate fresh produce from raw meat, poultry, and seafood. Blood and juice from raw meat could contain pathogens that potential to contaminate. For 11 is, give fruits and vegetables a light rinse before consumption. Giving your produce a quick rinse reduces our exposure to potentially harmful microorganisms and can wash away chemicals and nasty pesticides. And last is, how to select fruits and vegetables. Guidelines for selecting quality produce. Select produce that is in season, best quality, firm to touch, the right color, bright, well shaped, not wilted, heavy for its size, aromatic, and last is in good condition. For avoid produce that is too soft, too hard, overgreen or underripe, damage, decay, discolor, matted, dull, in shabby condition.
Good day everyone, I'm Azel M. Alarcon from FrUitaNdvegetable. Now I'm going to discuss on how to prepare fruits and vegetables. So, fruits and vegetables are an important part of any diet in order to keep your body supplied with vitamins and nutrients. The best way to enjoy the health benefits fruits and vegetables provide is to eat them while they are fresh. Prepare fruit and vegetables by cleaning them well and storing them safely. So first, check out farmers markets, local produce stands in your grocery store. Most grocery and food stores carry organic fruits and vegetables, which may be more expensive but provide the guarantee that they were grown without chemicals or hormones. So the second one, wash your hands with warm soapy water for at least 20 seconds before you handle food. Dry them with a paper towel or clean cloth. So the third step, rinse your fruits and vegetables in clean water. Run the food under cold water to remove any bacteria, dirt, insects, or pesticides. You should do this for produce with skin as well, such as bananas and avocados. So the fourth one, dry the fruit and vegetables with a paper towel. Use the towel to lightly pat the produce to absorb any remaining water. Fifth step, prepare for food eating, storing, or cooking by cutting off any unnecessary stems or roots. Trim the leaves of celery, shuck the husk of corn, and remove rings from their stems. So the sixth, store fresh produce in the refrigerator. Items that you plan to eat fresh, such as apple, carrots, oranges, and cucumbers, can be kept at room temperature but will stay fresh longer if you keep them cool. So the seventh, cut fruits and vegetables into large pieces. If you plan to cook your produce, keep the pieces as large as you can and minimize the time they spend cooking or stewing in any liquid. This will retain more nutrients. So 8. Cook fruits and vegetables. You can do this by steaming, grilling, roasting, baking, microwaving, or frying them. They can be mixed with other ingredients including meats, pastas, rice, and incorporated into breads and desserts. So the 9. Keep frozen fruits and vegetables in the freezer until you are ready to use them. Allowing them to defrost before you cook and eat them may affect their taste. So the 10. Follow specific preparation instruction for any recipes or techniques you are using to cook or store fruits and vegetables. So the 11. Preserve fruits and vegetables by using processing methods recommended by the USDA or the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations. Dehydration, heat processing, and chemical preservation are some of the recommendations. Fruit and vegetable safety. Eating a diet with plenty of fruits and vegetables gives important health benefits, but it is important to select and prepare them safely. Fruits and vegetables add nutrients to your diet that help to protect you from heart disease, stroke, and some cancers. In addition, choosing vegetables, fruits, nuts, and other produce over high-calorie foods can help you manage your weight. The store or market. Choose produce that isn't bruised or damaged. Keep pre-cut fruits and vegetables cold by choosing produce that is refrigerated or kept on ice. Separate fruits and vegetables from raw meat, poultry, and seafood in your shopping cart and in your grocery bags. At home, wash your hands. Kitchen utensils and food preparation surfaces, including chopping boards and countertops, before and after preparing fruits and vegetables. Clean fruits and vegetables before eating, cutting, or cooking, unless the package says that contents have been washed. Wash or scrap fruits and vegetables under running water, even if you do not plan to eat the peel. Germs on the peel or skin can get inside fruits and vegetables when you cut them. Washing fruits and vegetables with soap detergent or commercial produced wash is not recommended. Do not use bleach solution or other disinfectant products on foods. Cut away any damaged or bruised areas before preparing or eating. Dry fruit or vegetables with a clean paper towel. Keep fruits and vegetables separate from raw foods that come from animals such as meat, poultry, and seafood. Refrigerate fruits and vegetables within 2 hours after you cut, peel, or cook them, or 1 hour if the outside temperature is 90° or warmer. Chill them at 40° Fahrenheit or colder in a clean container. So this is the end of my part. Thank you!
Hi! Good day to all of you. When we heard the word storage, it means that this is the action or method of storing something for future use. What is the importance of proper storage for fruits and vegetables? Proper storage for fresh fruits and vegetables is important to maintain the integrity of the product, meaning it will help to prevent spoilage and illness. It also helps to preserve the quality and nutritional value of the foods you purchase. Additionally, it can help to prevent foodborne illness caused by harmful bacteria. Now, what will be the result of improper storage for fruits and vegetables? But if they're not handled and stored properly, fruits and vegetables can also become a source of foodborne pathogens. For example, they can be contaminated with listeria or listeriosis or listeria infection that can be harmful for pregnant and also with people with impaired immune system. Another is salmonella. It can cause diarrhea, fever, and the stomach cramps. How is the proper storage for fruits and vegetables? Food items shall be properly stored, so it is a must. Perishable items shall be placed in the refrigerator or cooler, and non-perishable food items in a clean and dry area. How is that? Vegetables are best stored in the crisper section of your refrigerator. What is crisper? This section consists of drawers located at the bottom of most refrigerators. Trivia: for safety reasons, you should refrigerate or freeze any fruit or vegetables that been washed and cut. Store washed and cut produce in a plastic bag or sealed container to preserve its freshness. Why? And limit its contact with air, because we know air may contain dirt or even bacteria. What is another proper way to store fruits and vegetables? Always store fruits and vegetables separately from raw meat and dairy products to avoid possible contamination with bacteria, or what we call don't cross-contaminate. Proper storage also engage in proper handling. We must be clean our hands before and after handling food items. So, those are the precautionary measures to prevent foodborne illness in the fruits and vegetables when it comes to proper storage. I hope that you learn a lot from my report. Thank you for listening.